President Obama just wrapped up a press conference at the Pentagon after meeting with his national security team for an update on the war against ISIS. The president was questioned about a number of topics, including the money transaction made with Iran as 4 American hostages were released in January. He also fielded multiple questions on his counterterrorism strategy, along with a slew on Donald Trump and more. A lot to discuss. We only have a couple of minutes. We have guests here today, Kennedy and Tom Shalhoub. So let's go with Kennedy first. Your quick thought.
I thought the whole thing was flat, boring, and uninspired. The president talked about not having a banking relationship with Iran, and that's why they had to give foreign notes in cash on pallets in an unmarked plane. If that's the case, just wait until there is a legitimate banking relationship in order to transfer that money. Otherwise, the timing is so curious and not coincidental that it is, in fact, ransom.
All right, Tom Shalhoub.
Wow, I wish we could have shown the roasting that President Obama got from the 5 here during the press conference. Obama used his silly Americans tone throughout the press conference. You know, the
Can you do that imitation?
Well, he said, what was it? It wasn't a secret. It wasn't a secret. You know, it was that kind of indignant tone. Like, we should all know what was going on. We've been very upfront about this. I got a question about press conferences. Could Hillary do one of these? I wouldn't mind a boring press conference if it was Hillary.
Well, she hasn't done one in almost 300 days. That's a good point. Eric, your thoughts?
So very quickly, by the numbers, 64 minutes. The first 5 questions, question 1, 3, and 5, were about Donald Trump. 60% of the first, and then President Obama said, no more.
Shut it down.
Stop asking me about Donald Trump. And then it ended up being about 37%. I found it also very boring. One question, only one question on the $400 million transfer to Iran.
But the answer lasted 14 minutes.
Right, but there was only one, nonetheless, and we were all looking for more. But I have some good news. I'll do a deep tease on this. O'Reilly tonight have Jay Solomon, who broke that story, and we're going to go digging deep into that exact topic. So boring.
Juan, we have 1 minute. Your thoughts?
The president's at the Pentagon, and I think the point of it was to say to the American people as he goes away on his vacation, he's paying attention to the terrorist threat. Now, this is very interesting to me because I think there are lots of people who argue that, in fact, given the spread of ISIS and ISIS ideology, I think there are now 18 places that they say they have operating centers. So what does the president say? Is he winning or is he losing? Someone's asked this specific question. You've been here 6 years. Are you frustrated? And he said he was. I thought that was a pretty serious answer. He said, obviously, that the United States and its allies are defeating ISIS on the battlefield, but you have to deal with the poisonous ideology, as he put it, turbocharged now across the web.